kind of briefing and training about downtown. We are having an overview about downtown in general, the spectrum specifications of downtown, iconic landmarks, key facts and figures about the Dubai Mall, Burj Khalifa, the Opera, Dubai Fountain, hotels in downtown, as well as, of course, the types of properties, unit mix, different types of properties, the number and their ratio, population, prices in the secondary market, off-plan and ready properties, gross rental income, or net rental income, service charges, the trend, and these kind of facts and figures and numbers is what we're going to review today about downtown. So what we will not talk about is specific projects and specific buildings with their details, because if we want to talk about each and every project with their type of units and facilities and amenities, probably will need more than 100 hours, and it's not necessary for everyone. But downtown in general is necessary, is essential for each and every agent in Dubai to know about it, because it's a global icon. Two of the most prestigious square kilometers in the world are existing in downtown. All the real estate agents, even those who are not willing to be specialists in downtown, it is really necessary and essential for them to know about downtown, because it's a global icon. It's the true heart of the town because of its location and easy access to everywhere, and the prestige, lifestyle, and the volume of demand that downtown is having from both tenants and investors. You're looking at 86%, minimum of 86% occupancy rate in downtown at the moment. That is why downtown really matters, and all agents in Dubai need to know about it. The land area in downtown is 2.2 square kilometers, but the size of the land that their projects in their title deed are getting Burj Khalifa in the title deed is 2.6 square kilometers. I'll explain you the difference. This is what we know as downtown, and it's 2.2 square kilometers. Qabul? This is the whole area that everything in this area is getting the tag of Burj Khalifa in their title. 153 buildings are in downtown. We have a total of 35,000 units, including 31,500 residential units and almost 3,500 offices and hotel rooms. The population in 2024 was 25,000, including 54% male and 46% female. This ratio is completely different with the average ratio of all Dubai. In Dubai, how many percent male are we having? How many percent of the population is male? Almost 70%. 69 to 70% is men, and 30 to 31% is women. So in downtown, this ratio is completely different. 31,600 residential units, 22,000 units were developed out of this 35,000 residential units, which majority of them are apartments and less are villas and podium villas. 70% have been built by A'mar, 5% by Damak, and 25% by other developers. That includes 25H by East and West. What are Dar Al Arkan projects or Dar Global projects? W Residences and Benghati. What projects they have in downtown? Mercedes-Benz and the upcoming Skyblade behind Asal Khanum's Vida downtown. There are also other developers, which includes what other developers have built in downtown other than Damak, Benghati, Amar, Firm, Shapurji, Palunji, DT1 by Ellington, and Elite behind Southridge, among the others. 79% of these units are ready, and 21% of these 35,000 residential units are under construction. You are having almost 4.1 million square feet of offices in 12 projects. Amar Square, how many buildings? 6 buildings, how many floors? 6 to 8 floors each. Boulevard Plaza, how many towers? 2 towers. Tower 1, how many floors? 36. Tower 2, 30 floors. Al Saha, how many blocks? 4 blocks. Height, G+7. Mashriq, HSBC, and Standard Chartered, which are 16, 18, and 30 floors. In the headquarters of Mashriq, HSBC, and Standard Chartered, which is close to Boulevard Plaza and Amar Square, and in Al Saha, Boulevard Plaza, and Emar Square. In these 12 projects, you are having a total of 4.1 million square feet of gross leasable area or net sellable area of offices. There are almost 5 million square feet of retail shops in downtown, including 3.7 million square feet. That is 350,000 square meters of leasable area in Dubai Mall, and 1.1 million square feet of retail shops that includes F&Bs, dining, cafes, and restaurants on Emaar Boulevard, which was later renamed to Sheikh Mohammed and Rashid Boulevard. This is the unit mix in downtown. Majority of the units in downtown are 1 and 2 beds. Almost 40% of the apartments in downtown are 2 beds and 36% are 1 bedrooms. You are having 15% of the units 3 bedrooms, 4,000 units, out of which 750 are under construction and 4,700 are ready. And almost 3% of the units are 4 and 5 beds and bigger. The first projects that were launched in downtown were launched in 2003 and 2004, starting with Old Town Island, Burj Khalifa, which was earlier known as Burj Dubai, and in the old sales and purchase agreements of Emaar, the Tall Tower, and Burj Residences or the Residences. The first completed projects were completed in 2006 to 2009, starting with Old Town Island, 8 Boulevard Walk, Southridge, address Dubai Mall, address Downtown, which was earlier known as Lake Hotel, and the Loft East, West, and Central, as well as Burj Views A, B, and C. The latest completed projects are Imperial Avenue by Shapurji Palunji, Burj Crown by Emaar, address Residences Dubai Opera, Vida Dubai Mall, Act 1, Act 2, El Primo, Forte, Burj Royal. Downtown Views 2 is actually a part of Zabil, but since it's developed by Emaar and it has a walking distance to the extension of Zabil Dubai Mall, you can consider it as a part of. But actually, it's not a part of Burj Khalifa area or downtown. Downtown Views 2, Grand Signature, and Opera Grand are the latest completed projects. By average, you will find the smallest units in Burj Royal, Burj Crown, Forte, Vida, Dubai. So these are the projects which are having, by average, smaller unit sizes. And the largest areas, you will find them in Bakarat, Mercedes-Benz Places by Benghazi, Armani Residences, Burj Khalifa. You are getting 1 bedroom up to how many square feet, Mariam? 1,200 square feet, 1,250, I believe, 1,200 square feet of 1 bedroom. El Primo 4 bedrooms are how many square feet? 5,500. 5 beds are 11,000 square foot plus. RP Heights, which was initially launched by Ellington, and then later it went back to RP Developments, the Old Town Island, DT1 by Ellington. So these are the projects that by average, Boulevard Heights, Boulevard Crescent, by average they are having bigger and more spacious sizes. The lowest and highest price projects, according to the active listings which have been live this year, are Burj Al Nujum and Bahwan Tower have been listed for an average of 1,800 dirhams per square foot. The lowest price per square foot is in Burj Al Nujum and Bahwan, Signature, 8 Boulevard, Burj Views, Mada are having an average of 1,900 dirhams per square foot in the listings. Distinction and Upper Crest by Damak and RP Heights are currently being listed for an approximately average price of 2,000 dirhams per square foot. We are talking about residential apartments listings active only. Kabul, this year. Highest price per square foot, Mercedes-Benz is having an average of 7,000 dirhams per square foot. Address Opera Bakarat El Primo, average 6,000 per square foot. The 118 address Downtown, address Fountain Views, which has been renamed to new name of address Fountain Views. Address Dubai Mall, 4,800 per square foot. Address Sky Views, address Boulevard Vida Dubai Mall are having an average of 4,500 dirhams per square foot in the listings. Grand and Opera Grand average 4,200 per square foot. Burj Khalifa. The tower was announced by Emaar in 2003, developed by Emaar Properties, of course. Construction started in 2004, and it was completed during the crisis and opened in January 2010. It was originally named BD, the Tall Tower, Burj Dubai, the Tall Tower. So anything in downtown in the old sales and purchase agreements of Emaar was starting with BD, which stands for Burj Dubai. That was the name of the area. And the tower name was the Tall Tower. And then after the opening, To honor Abu Dhabi ruler Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, whose financial supports helped Dubai a lot during the financial crisis, it was renamed to Burj Khalifa. The construction cost was approximately $1.5 billion, which A'mar reported later that this amount of $1.5 billion was recovered within 1 year through sales and tourism. Over 22 million man-hour workforce was invested in the building or in the construction of Burj Khalifa. It was designed by Adrian Smith of SOM. The main contractors were Samsung, Basics of Belgium, in collaboration with Arab Tech of UAE. The design and the architecture of Burj Khalifa was inspired by Islamic architecture, by the shape of Samara Grand Mosque, which is like 120 kilometers north to Baghdad. The Y-shaped floor plan of Burj Khalifa is inspired by a flower, and you will see a lot of shapes of the domes, which is used in the Islamic architecture. Here are some images. This is Grand Mosque of Samara. You see the similarity to the shape of Burj Khalifa. And this is the desert flower. You see the Y-shaped floor plan of Burj Khalifa is inspired by the shape of this desert flower. And you will see a lot of shapes of the domes. These are inspirations of designs of Burj Khalifa from Islamic architecture. The land area of Burj Khalifa is almost 1 million square feet. You have a total built-up area of almost 4.9 million square feet. That's the total built-up area. The residential gross leasable area, or the net sellable area, you can say, is 3.3 million square feet. Offices are having a total net sellable area of 300,000 square feet. 330,000 cubic meters of concrete and 55 tons of steel rebar were used as the main materials for the construction of Burj Khalifa. In the foundation of Burj Khalifa, you are having 192 piles, each are having 1.5 meter size in diameter and 50 meter deep. 45,000 cubic meters of concrete were injected into the 192 piles of Burj Khalifa. The facade includes more than 26,000 glass panels, which covers 132,000 square meters of curtain walls in the facade of Burj Khalifa. The total height of the tower is 829 meters, 163 floors, 2 basements for mechanical and parking. There are some world records that Burj Khalifa is holding that includes the tallest building and the tallest freestanding structure, both in the world. The highest number of stories, 163 floors. The highest occupied floor, which is 154. The tallest service elevator with the longest travel distance, 504 meters. Former world's highest outdoor observation deck on the 148th floor at the height of 555. And now it has the highest lounge on floor 152 to 154 at the height of 585 meters. 57 elevators are in Burj Khalifa and 8 escalators in total. High-speed double-deck elevators by Otis. Their speed is reaching 10 meters per second. That is like 36 kilometers per hour. These are the fastest elevators. Longest elevator travel distance, 504 meters. It's a mixed-use development, of course. In residential, you're having 900 apartments on floors 19 to 108. Besides 144 apartments in Armani on floors 9 to 16. Armani Hotel, designed by Giorgio Armani, branded by Armani, with 304 rooms on 1st to 8th floor, plus 38 and 39th floor. Offices are 37 floors from 112 to 154, with the total sellable or rentable area of 35,000 square meters. Observation decks, there are 3 observation decks at the top on 123, 124 and 25. At the top, Sky, which was opened later in 2014 at the level 148. And the 3rd observation deck, the latest one, was opened in 2019 with a global record at the height of 585 meters. On the levels 152, 53, and 54. In this image, you will see the usages of different floors in Burj Khalifa. So as you can see on the floor 1 to 8, you are having Armani Hotel, 9 to 16 Armani Residences, 17 and 18 Mechanical, 19 to 37 Residential, 38, 39 Armani Hotels. Again, the residences start from 43rd floor gets a direct elevator. That's where you have the sky lobby and the swimming pool. 43, 76, these are getting direct elevators. And the offices are starting from 112 all the way to 154. And above 154, you're having the mechanical, communication, broadcast, and again, mechanical floor. So these are the tiers of Burj Khalifa. The higher you get, the floor plate is getting smaller. 900 residential apartments in Burj Khalifa. Let's have a look at their breakdown. In the tall tower, you're having 357 one beds, 28 studios, 522 two beds, 109 three beds. Why in Burj Khalifa, majority of the bigger apartments are having views of the sea and Sheikh Zayed Road, not the fountain. Fountain was announced later. Thank you, sir. The more prime units are getting views of the sea. 4 beds, 5 beds, 37 offices. Okay, I was right. 3,600 square foot is the highest one on floor 154. And the biggest office on floor 111 or 12 is 12,700 square feet. The Dubai Mall construction started in 2005. It took 3.5 years. It was opened in 2008 during the crisis. Proclaimed the world's largest shopping mall. So when by total area of 1.1 million square meters, when Dubai Mall was opened, it was known as the world's largest shopping mall. Now it's the second shopping mall in the world in terms of the total area of 1.1 million square meter. Which one is the first biggest? Iran Mall in Tehran with a total built up area of 1.9 million, almost 2 million square meters. The gross floor area of Dubai Mall is 548,000 square meters. You have a gross leasable area of 350,000 square meters. How many shops? More than 1,200 retail shops, more than 200 dining, F&Bs, cafes and restaurants in Dubai Mall, including food courts to fine dining, 14,000 parking spaces, including 11,000 in this part and 3,000 in the Zabil extension, which were added in 2019. Dubai Mall has 22 entrances. It's connected to Dubai Metro through the 820-meter link, which connects Dubai Mall to Boulevard Plaza, A'mar Square, Address Boulevard, and Dubai Metro. Fashion Avenue was opened when? Exactly, 2018 with luxury brands and upscale designs. In Dubai Mall, you have the aquarium and underwater zoo. It has a capacity of 10 million liters of water tank, more than 33,000 animals. The Arcelic viewing panel, this panel, is one of the world's largest. It has a dimension of 32.8 actually, by 8.3 meters. The thickness of this Arcelic panel is 75 centimeters. And it has a weight of 246 tons. Next time you go to Dubai Mall and you see this panel, you know what you're dealing with, right? The real cinemas, 22 screens, including IMAX and Dolby. Olympic size indoor ice rink, 1,500 square meters, oval shape on the ground floor. VR Park, Kidzania, Kids Haven. Dubai Mall is among the world's most visited destinations. Before COVID, we were having an average of 80 million visitors every year. In 2022, Dubai Mall received 88 million visitors within a year. In 2023, Dubai Mall received 105 million visitors in a day. The number of visitors in Dubai Mall can reach up to 100,000 per day. Ranked number 1 attraction in Dubai in global travel surveys, the dwell time by average is often half a day or more. Dwell time is the average time that each visitor spends in the mall. Each visitor, by average, takes half a day or more in Dubai Mall. The number of visitors reaches up to 100,000 visitors daily during the weekend, during the holidays and Eids. We had a couple of expansions and upgrades in Dubai Mall. The major ones, the most important ones, was Fashion Avenue in 2018, which added 1 million square feet to the Dubai Mall in 2018. Continuous upgrades have been there in Gold Souk, and new attractions like Apple Store. Dubai Mall Zabil was opened in 2019, which added 3,000 parkings and new retail and dining. And there are future expansions which were announced by A'mar last year. In the Dubai Fountain, the world's largest choreographed fountain system. It's located on the 120,000 square meter man-made Burj Khalifa lake. It was designed by WET Design, which is the California-based designer of the fountains of Bellagio in Las Vegas. Officially opened in 2009. The total length is 275 meters. And 6,600 lights and 50 color projects are there. Water jets can shoot the water up to 152 meters high into the air. The cost of building the fountain was 800 million dirhams. And the shows are choreographed to Arabic and international music. Daily performances there, free for the public, every half an hour in the afternoons and in the evenings. Dubai Fountain is considered one of Dubai's most photographed attractions, and these are the upgrades which are happening right now. Dubai Fountain was closed in April for 5-month upgrade and renovation. The reopening is scheduled end of this month, by 1st of October. After 5 months of work, new waterproofed floor system with enhanced treated concrete will be there in the new fountain. Installation of new blue tiles for more and better visual effects. Inauguration of robotic choreography system for higher precision water. So the system, the choreographic system, is getting also advanced. Upgraded lighting and sound system, more powerful jets, 500 meters of new digital display screens installed along the promenade around the Dubai Fountain. So these are the upgrades which are happening in the Dubai Fountain. A'mar has provided a rent relief to 50 fountain-facing restaurants and F&Bs for this 5 months during the time of upgrades of Dubai Fountain. Dubai Opera in downtown area with 2,000 seats and different functionalities for different type of events was announced by Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum in 2012, and it was opened and completed in 2016, opened in August 2016, located in the Opera District. The architecture style of Dubai Opera is inspired by the traditional Arabian dhow, the boats. So in this image you will see how the design of the Dubai Opera was inspired by traditional Arabian dhow. Multi-format performing arts center with a seating capacity of 2,000 seats. They are having hydraulic lifts and movable wagons. Almost 900 seats can be transformed and reconfigured. So it can transform into an opera, ballet performance, theaters, concerts, conferences, exhibition hall. The format of the seats can change for different type of functions and events. So it's hosting a variety of international and regional performances, and it has helped attract world-class performers and put Dubai on the international cultural map. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Boulevard was earlier initially named as A'mar Boulevard. It has a length of 3.5 kilometers. The shape looks like a horseshoe. The U shape, it looks like a horseshoe. In 2012, it was renamed to Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Boulevard. Earlier, it was known as A'mar Boulevard. It's iconic for the beautiful palm trees and the walkways around it and the fine dinings around it. So it's featuring outdoor cafes, terrace dining and fine dining restaurants. There are a lot of retail outlets, boutiques and convenience stores and art galleries around the boulevard. A'mar's Art A'mar initiative has placed rotating art installations and sculptures around the boulevard. Everywhere you will see a lot of arts. Major events are happening in the boulevard, including the cultural festivals, New Year Eve celebrations, and the residents and tourists enjoy the walkability around downtown in A'mar Boulevard. The flagship luxury hotels in downtown include Address Downtown with 196 rooms, Armani Hotel in Burj Khalifa with 160 rooms of hotel rooms on floors 1 to 39, designed by Giorgio Armani. Palace Downtown is a resort-style Arabian design hotel with 242 rooms. Guys, this is what you need to know. In November 2018, A'mar sold 5 hotels to Abu Dhabi National Hotels. These are the 5 hotels that A'mar sold. Address Dubai Mall, Address Boulevard, Address Dubai Marina, Vida Downtown, and Manzil Downtown. These 5 hotels, the deal started in November and it was finalized in around February 2019. So from 1st of 2019, Abu Dhabi National Hotel owns these 5 hotels. In 2024, beginning of last year, they started rebranding in collaboration with Marriott and Kempinski. So Address Boulevard from last year became Kempinski the Boulevard. Address Dubai Mall became Kempinski Central Avenue. Address Dubai Marina was rebranded to JW Marriott Dubai Marina. Vida Downtown became Hotel Boulevard Autograph Collection. Manzil Downtown was rebranded to the Heritage Hotel Autograph Collection. Address Fountain Views is still owned and managed by A'mar Hospitality, but it was rebranded to Address Dubai Mall from January last year. The rest of the flagship hotels in downtown are Address Fountain Views, which is now rebranded to Address Dubai Mall, Address Boulevard, Address Sky Views. The Dubai edition does not belong to A'mar. It does not belong to Abu Dhabi National Hotels. It's a private owned hotel with 275 rooms. A quick review on the residential units before we discuss the last part, which is pricing. 35,000 units, including 31,500 units of residential apartments and almost 3,500 offices and hotel rooms. 31,596 residential apartments, 79% are ready, 21% are under construction, 70% developed by A'mar, 30% developed by other developers. 6,700 under construction, 4.1 million square feet of offices in 12 projects. A'mar Square, Boulevard Plaza, Al Saha offices, Mashriq headquarter, HSBC headquarter, and Standard Chartered headquarters. So this is the sales transactions of this year in downtown. You had a total of 2,600 deals, including 1,800 ready properties and 741 off-plan deals, including primary and secondary. So including primary sales and secondary sales of off-plan properties, you had a total of 741 deals. The average price per square foot of the total transactions have been 3,000 dirhams per square foot, ready 2,900, and off-plans 3,300 dirhams per square foot, with a total value of 5.3 billion dirhams year till date. The gross ROI in Dubai, according to the new rent, not the old ones, new rents this year, new tenancy contracts this year, generated 6.6% gross ROI, considering the service charge of 21 to 23 dirhams per square foot, with an average of 22. This is for the residential apartments. I'm not talking about the serviced apartments and hotel apartments and offices. They are having different figures. 22 dirhams per square foot. Your net ROI have been 5.7% by average this year. The apartments per square foot prices. Now let's see where does that 3,000 dirham per square foot. Here we said that the average prices this year have been 3,000 dirhams per square foot. Let's compare it with the other areas. Let's see where does downtown stand with this average of 3,000 dirhams per square foot in compare with other projects and areas in Dubai. These are the major projects and major areas in Dubai which have been having a higher price per square foot of the residential apartments. I'm not including villas in this. I have not included offices. I have not included commercials, lands, nothing. Here we are looking at the residential apartments, primary, secondary, ready and off plan, year till date. These are the areas which were having higher prices per square foot than downtown. Bulgari residences, 11,000 dirhams per square foot. Jumeirah second on the canal. One Zabil, 5,700 dirhams per square foot. Address Zabil was less. Address Zabil was around 2,800, 2,900 per square foot. But right next to it, one Zabil was having an average of 5,700 dirhams per square foot. Blue Waters Island was having an average of 5,000 per square foot. The heart of Europe, apartments and serviced apartments were sold for 4,600 per square foot. Dubai Harbour, including W, Shoba, Damak Bay. These were having an average of 4,300 per square foot. Zabil second, majorly Akala by Arada, was sold by an average of 4,200 per square foot. Trade Center first, especially trumped by Dar Global and Al Ahli Tower and Sheikh Zayed Road, were sold for an average of 4,000 per square foot. La Mer Apartments had an average of 3,800 per square foot. In Palm Jumeirah, residential apartments only had an average of 3,500 per square foot in the transactions year till date. Jumeirah first 3,300 and DIFC 3,400. On the right side, you see the projects which have been having a less price per square foot by average in the residential apartments year till date transactions, primary and secondary. Almina, Mina, Rashid, Yachts and Marina, and Maritime City. These are two different areas, but since they are having a similar price, average price per square foot, I put them in one line. So Mina Rashid and Maritime City had an average of 2,900. Suqaim, MJL is Suqaim 3, I believe. Suqaim 3, Medina Jumeirah Living, Dubai Marina, JBR, had an average of 2,800 per square foot. City Walk and Dubai Design District had similar average price per square foot, 2,700 per square foot. Jumeirah Heights, Serenia Residences, the new one, was sold by an average of 2,500 per square foot, and so on and so forth. Expo City. Emar South was having an average of less than 1,800 per square foot this year. That's why it's not here. Here I mentioned from 2,200 to 3,000. Actually from 2,200 to 11,000. And this is not all the areas. These are the major ones which are having more number of transactions. Dubai Media City is Kawali and this one, Avani Plus. This is average transaction, residential, apartment, primary, secondary, ready, off-plan, year till date. It doesn't include villas, it doesn't include commercial. The Hills is only 6 towers, A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. Let's look at the ticket prices for different types of units in downtown. Studios this year had an average price of 1.4 million dirhams, ready and off-plan. Ready including primary and secondary, off-plan including primary and secondary. The average price of the studios have been 1.4 million dirhams. The only difference is in the off-plan, the sizes were by average 10 to 15% lower because the average price per square foot of off-plan, as we reviewed in the last slide, was almost 10% higher than the ready property. The average price of one bedrooms have been 2.2 million in ready properties and 2.6 million in off-plan. 2,500 per square foot was the average selling price of one beds in the among the ready properties, including primary and secondary. We didn't have much of primary ready, of course. Everything was secondary. The average was 2.2 million. Two bedroom average 4.1 million. Three bedrooms average 6.7, off-plan average 12.2 million. Last part is reviewing the prices of offices in downtown. All over downtown, the average selling prices this year have been 5,400 dirhams per square foot. Burj Khalifa average prices have been 5,600 per square foot. Boulevard Plaza 5,600 per square foot, and Amara Square, which we had less transactions this year, 3,600 dirhams.